Good morning, students. Welcome back. We will move to the next topic of chapter number 15, Economic Development, and the topic is on page number 122 of your textbook, that is economic and non-economic activity. Now this is a small topic that covers hardly 2 marks. Okay, now what is economic activity and non-economic activity? Economic, I told you, related to money. Okay, so any activity that is related to money will be considered as economic activity. Now see the definition. Economic activities are those activities which are undertaken by people to earn money. Any activity done by any of the person, कोई भी individual एक activity कर रहा है to earn some money in return, that activity is considered as economic activity. Production and distribution of goods required by others and rendering of services for earning income are economic activities. अब हम कौन सी activities include करते हैं? Production and distribution of goods. Suppose I am manufacturing pens, so I'll manufacture pens and sell it. So that is considered as economic activity. Because in return I am earning some money. मैंने sell किया और पैसा earn किया. That is economic activity. Distribution of goods. See, everywhere the same things are not going on. All people are not involved in manufacturing of goods. Some distribute also. Distribute मतलब suppose wholesalers are there. Okay, they do the work of distributing it to the retailers. So wholesaler जो काम कर रहे हैं to earn some money, that is economic activity. Or even rendering services. Suppose a rickshaw driver is there. He has got his own rickshaw. He is taking me from Adipur to Gandhida. Okay, I am paying him ₹10. Now he has earned ₹10 by giving his rickshaw services. तो अगर कोई इंसान अपनी सिर्फ सर्विसेज दे रहा है and in return he is earning some money, that is also considered as economic activity. Now all economic activities are aimed at making financial benefits. सबका जो activity कर रहे हैं उनका main motive क्या है? To earn some money. The work may be undertaken individually or in groups. A person or a group of person can do some work. Suppose in business partnerships are there. So they do all partnership business to earn some money. तो वो भी एक इकोनॉमिक एक्टिविटी मानी जाएगी. एन एक्टिविटी इज कैरेक्टराइज्ड एज एन इकोनॉमिक एक्टिविटी इफ इट इज डन फॉर अर्निंग एन इनकम. इकोनॉमिक एक्टिविटी तब होगी जब उसमें इनकम इन्वॉल्व होगा, इनकम अर्न होगा. इट रिजल्ट्स इन प्रोडक्शन और डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन ऑफ गुड्स और सर्विसेज. देन इट यूटिलाइजेस लिमिटेड रिसोर्सेज. कुछ ना कुछ रिसोर्स यूज करके ही हम वो इकोनॉमिक एक्टिविटी अर्न करते हैं. It is carried out after analyzing the costs and its benefits. If I am doing some work, तो मैंने जो काम किया होगा, मैंने सोच समझ कर वो काम किया होगा और ये सोच के कि मुझे उसका रिटर्न कितना मिलेगा, then only I have done that activity. So that is considered as economic activity. Okay, तो सोच समझ के किया हुआ काम जिससे हम पैसा अर्न कर रहे हैं, all will be considered as economic activity. I am selling a pen, I earn 10 rupees, economic activity. I am distributing goods and उसमें से मैंने profit कमाया, that is economic activity. I am a bus driver, मेरी खुद की बस है suppose, okay, और मैंने passengers को move किया from one place to another and in return they have given me the money, that is economic activity. If I am going in a bank as an employee of the bank and I am working there for full month and I am getting my salary, that is economic activity. For full month I have done an economic activity and I am getting salary against that. So that full month's activity is considered as economic activity. तो जिसमें भी हम पैसा तो इन्वॉल्व है और कुछ कमाने के जरिए से वो काम किया गया है, that is economic activity. Now what is non-economic activities? These are activities undertaken by people without the intention of earning profits. They are done for getting personal pleasure or satisfaction. They are the result of love, respect, faith, social welfare, etc. It is not done for any financial benefits. Religious and social services are example of non-economic activities. अगर हम कोई काम कर रहे हैं और उसमें से हमको रिटर्न में पैसा नहीं मिल रहा है, आई एम नॉट अर्निंग एनी मनी अगेंस्ट दैट वर्क, सो दैट activity is considered as non-economic activity. Now, just see the difference. Suppose I am a teacher. I am going to school. I am teaching new people, and against that, school is giving me salary. So, teaching in school is an activity, and that will be considered as economic activity because I am earning against it. मुझे salary मिल रही है, पैसा मिल रहा है against that. That is economic activity. Non-economic activities, if as a teacher I am teaching my own son or a daughter in my own house, मैंने वही सब्जेक्ट पढ़ाया, वही टॉपिक्स पढ़ाए, सेम मेथड अडॉप्ट किया पढ़ाने का, सेम नंबर ऑफ आवर्स आई हैव गिवन, बट हियर एट होम आई विल नॉट गेट एनी पेमेंट. मैंने क्यों वो सब काम किया? फॉर गेटिंग सम माई ओन सेटिस्फैक्शन के. येस, आई हैव टॉट टू माई ओन चिल्ड्रन, और मुझे प्यार है अपने बच्चों से और मेरा एक फ़र्ज़ बनता है अपने बच्चों की तरह. तो फॉर एनी मोटिव, लव है, रिस्पेक्ट है, फेथ है, वो सब पाने के लिए मैंने कोई एक्टिविटी किया है. अगेंस्ट दैट आई एम नॉट गेटिंग एनी मनी. दैट इज कंसिडर्ड एज नॉन इकोनॉमिक एक्टिविटी. नाउ सी, सपोज एनी रिलीजियस फंक्शन इज बीइंग डन. कोई एक बड़ा सा फंक्शन हुआ है जिसमें बहुत सारे लोग काम कर रहे हैं, बट वहाँ पे काम के लिए उन्होंने कोई पैसा नहीं लिया है. सपोज in a temple a religious function is to be done, and a flower decorator, he has decorated the full temple with his own flowers, he has contributed his own flowers, but उसने flowers का और अपनी मेहनत का पैसा नहीं लिया है. So that will be considered as non-economic activity. हाँ, अगर उसने पैसा लिया होता, economic activity. पैसा नहीं लिया है, काम वही किया है, that is non-economic activity. मतलब you are doing some work only for the result of you want love, you want faith, you want respect, और वेलफेयर करना है, सोशल सर्विस करना है. तुमने काम किया, लालच कुछ नहीं है, पैसा नहीं चाहिए, सो दैट विल बी कंसिडर्ड एज नॉन इकोनॉमिक एक्टिविटी. ना बहुत बार ऐसा भी होता है कि हम कंफ्यूज हो जाते हैं कि इसको इकोनॉमिक एक्टिविटी कहें या नहीं कहें. Okay, it is not easy to bring out a clear distinction between economic and non-economic activities. An activity will be economic or non-economic depending on the circumstances and the context in which it is carried out. However, the following points will distinguish the two. Now, I am giving you a small, I'll say, point. अब वो तुम लोग find out करना कि whether it is an economic or non-economic activity, and you just message me out later on. I'll give you. Suppose I have got a 100 rupee note and I want an exchange of it. और मैंने तुम लोगों को वो 100 रुपीज़, ए पर्सन को, सपोज ए चाइल्ड इज देयर, उसको मैंने वो 100 रुपीज़ दिया, एंड इन रिटर्न ही गेव मी 10 रुपीज़ वाले 10 नोट. ओके, सो वेदर इट विल बी कंसिडर्ड एज एन इकोनॉमिक एक्टिविटी और नॉट. ओके, सो this answer you will give me later on, okay, whether it is an economic activity or not. Okay, so sometimes we get confused okay, whether it is an economic or non-economic. I'll give you the differences also. थोड़े और examples दे देती हूँ. Like a gardener is there, a gardener is working in a garden on monthly basis. गार्डन में से, म्यूनसिपैलिटी में से उसको पेमेंट मिल रहा है, सैलरी मिल रही है, दैट इज इकोनॉमिक एक्टिविटी. But that same gardener, he has planted so many plants in his own house. अपने घर में ही उन्होंने planting किया है और he is doing for his own satisfaction. उसका hobby है वो करना. So when he is going to a garden, he is earning there his salary. That is economic. When he is coming to his home, he is doing the same activity, but just for his own pleasure or for his own satisfaction. Then it will be considered as non-economic activity. Okay. Now see the difference. Economic activities are carried out with the aim of making money, Now, non-economic activities are undertaken to satisfy one's social or emotional needs. I told you, main aim is to earn some money in economic activity. Non-economic activity is done only, to show our feelings or for our own self-satisfaction. Now, it results in the creation of income or wealth. जब भी हम economic activity करते हैं, हमको कुछ ना कुछ पैसा उसके अगेंस्ट में मिलता है. हो सकता है अभी मिले, हो सकता है in the later dates, but money we will receive. Okay. And non-economic activities, no expectation of income or wealth. We don't want any wealth against that activity. Results in the production and distribution of goods undertaken for psychological satisfaction. हम economic activity में हम क्या दे रहे हैं? Goods दे रहे हैं, services दे रहे हैं. Non-economic activity में दे तो रहे हैं, हम goods दे रहे हैं, services दे रहे हैं. Against that, we only want our own satisfaction. Okay, psychological satisfaction. Involves application of scarce resources of production, often guided by emotional and sentimental factors. Okay, हम सिर्फ यही ध्यान में रखते हैं कि क्या प्रोडक्शन है, कौन से रिसोर्सेज यूज़ करने हैं और उसका एंड रिजल्ट क्या होगा, हम कितना पैसा कमाएंगे, ये सब सोच के हम इकोनॉमिक एक्टिविटी करते हैं. और नॉन इकोनॉमिक एक्टिविटी ये सोचेंगे कि यस व्हाट सेटिस्फैक्शन आई विल गेट, मेरा आगे का फ्यूचर में मुझे ये सब अच्छा होगा, हैप्पीनेस हमको मिलेगा, सेटिस्फैक्शन मिलेगा. फॉर ऑल दैट वी डू द नॉन इकोनॉमिक एक्टिविटीज. Okay, a small topic in your textbook. Read the things better through your textbook. Now we will move to the next topic is the structure and composition of Indian economy. Now you will see all the earning people of our country, they are earning the things in different ways. You see, some people are moving around in agriculture sector, some people are doing work in service sector, some are doing in manufacturing sector. Somewhere or the other we are earning something through different sources. हम कुछ न कुछ sources से हम पैसा कमा रहे हैं, isn't it? तो हम जहाँ पे जा रहे हैं हम कौन से सेक्टर में हैं, that we have to see. So our government has divided the structure, our Indian economy into 3 sectors. Okay, we have divided into 3 sectors. See the introduction part. Indian economy is a developing economy in which agriculture is the backbone of Indian economy. In the previous points हमने जब features पढ़े थे, at that time I have told you India is an agrarian country and 60% of its population is depending on agriculture. Okay, and we can say 60% here. India's population is not below poverty line, 33 is below poverty line, but 60% we can say are involved in agriculture. Okay, now countries which are this 60% you can say overall अगर हम developing countries में देखें तो कहीं पे 30% है, कहीं पे 40%, कहीं पे 50%. Okay, so many people are involved in agriculture and are below poverty line in developing countries. Now countries which are on the path of progress and which have the potential for development are called developing economy. Now जो countries develop हो रही हैं और development की ओर तरफ जा रहे हैं, so that is known as what, developing economy, and India is also a part of developing economy. Now I told you India has divided its sectors into 3. The sectors of Indian economy, okay, the classification according to its activities. एक्टिविटीज़ के बेस्ड पे कि कौन सी एक्टिविटीज़ कर रहे हैं तो हम डिसाइड करते हैं कि हम कौन से सेक्टर में इन्वॉल्व हैं. नाउ इंडियन सेक्टर्स आर डिवाइडेड इनटू 3: प्राइमरी, सेकेंडरी एंड टर्शरी. ओके, नाउ फर्स्ट इज द प्राइमरी सेक्टर. द इकोनॉमिक एक्टिविटीज व्हिच आर कनेक्टेड विद द एक्सट्रैक्शन एंड प्रोडक्शन ऑफ नेचुरल रिसोर्सेज, दैट इज एग्रीकल्चर, फिशिंग, माइनिंग, फॉल्स अंडर प्राइमरी सेक्टर. नाउ प्राइमरी सेक्टर में कौन से लोग इन्वॉल्व होते हैं, या प्राइमरी सेक्टर इज कनेक्टेड विथ व्हाट, एक्सट्रैक्शन एंड प्रोडक्शन ऑफ नेचुरल रिसोर्सेज. एनी एक्टिविटी व्हिच इज डायरेक्टली रिलेटेड टू नेचर is considered as primary sector. Now in the photographs if you see, first is the mining one, the second is the collection of the forest products, the third is the agriculture, and the fourth one is milching out the milk, isn't it? So animal husbandry we say. So all these are directly related to nature. So the people working in these or doing such type of activity, they will be considered as involved in primary sector. Okay, agriculture है, even fishing. Okay, fishing भी is related to directly to nature. So that will be considered as primary sector. हमारा primary sector है. Now secondary sector, the economic activities which are related to the manufacturing process. For example, manufacturing of steel falls under the secondary sector. Whatever is being manufactured, कोई भी, right from a pin to a gigantic machine, whatever is being manufactured, all that manufacturing units will go in secondary sector. A pencil is being manufactured, a book is being manufactured, we can say a small box is being manufactured, utensils है, furniture है, whatever is being manufactured will go in secondary sector. Okay, now you take the example of wood. Okay, the collection of wood, we collect the wood from forest. So the collection of wood will go in primary sector. Means people, those who are involved in collection of wood will be involved, we will say they are doing or working in primary sector. Now when this wood is being transformed into furniture, it is being given it is being made into a finished good. Okay, वहाँ furniture बन रहा है. So that manufacturing unit will go in secondary sector. Same way, suppose iron is being taken out from the earth, so that will go in primary activity. But when iron is being turned out into a finished goods, it has been converted into doors or the windows or any product made up of iron, so that will go in secondary sector. And the last is the tertiary sector, or we say the service sector. The economic activities that are mostly based on providing service to the society, like transportation, banking, insurance, fall under this tertiary sector. Just imagine anywhere where you are getting only services, that part is service sector. Transportation, when you are paying 10 rupees to move from one place to another, you are just getting that services, you are hiring that services, you are not hiring a bus or not hiring an auto. पूरा ऑटो उनसे खरीद नहीं लिया है या ऑटो रेंट पे नहीं ले लिया है पूरा का पूरा. ओके, यू आर खरीद नहीं लिया है. ओके, तो अगर तुमने 10 रुपया देकर एक प्लेस से दूसरी प्लेस जा रहे हो, दैट इज ओनली यू आर बाइंग देयर सर्विसेज. सपोज इन रेलवेज ऑल्सो आई हैव पेड 1000 रुपीज एंड आई एम मूविंग फ्रॉम सपोज गांधीधाम टू बॉम्बे. सो बाय पेइंग 1000 रुपीज आई एम गेटिंग ओनली देयर सर्विसेज. सो रेलवेज है, बस सर्विसेज है, trucks हैं, all the transportation will go in tertiary sector because they are giving only their services. Same way banking is there. When we go to the bank, we pay them some nominal amount and they give their services. Okay, हमने चेक बनाया या हमने डीडी बनवाया है तो they take their commission. Okay, या कुछ चार्जेस लेते हैं. Means banking full is in service sector. Even insurance, हम अपने लाइफ इंश्योरेंस करवाते हैं, व्हीकल इंश्योरेंस करवाते हैं, वी कैन से गुड्स इंश्योरेंस करवाते हैं, तो वी पे द प्रीमियम्स एंड वी पे देम द चार्जेस. सो वी आर पेइंग देम फॉर देयर सर्विसेज. ओके, सो ऑल दीज सेक्टर्स विल गो इन सर्विस सेक्टर. इवन सपोज व्हेन आई एम गोइंग टू अ थिएटर एंड आई एम पेइंग सम मनी, 100 rupees I have purchased a ticket and I have seen a movie. So that theater part or the movie part will go in which sector? Tertiary sector. Clear all the sectors of our Indian economy. Okay, mostly all these sectors we will say are dependent on each other. We cannot say कि हम primary sector अलग काम करेगा, secondary अलग नहीं. They all are mixed up and they work together. Example, suppose from a primary sector iron is being extracted. Now the extraction of iron will go in primary sector. When iron is moved from one place to another, suppose from the getting of raw material, it is being moved to manufacturing unit, so it requires some transportation, either railway or either bus service, truck services. So that will go in tertiary sector. And then where it reaches, it is being manufactured, again it will go in secondary sector. Manufacturing के बाद again वो market में जा रहा है, तो again it will need tertiary services. Even मैन्युफैक्चरिंग डिपार्टमेंट में तुमको नेट सर्विसेज चाहिए, टेलीफोन सर्विसेज चाहिए, इलेक्ट्रिसिटी चाहिए, So manufacturing department is dependent on tertiary sector. Manufacturing department for raw material is dependent on primary sector. So all the three sectors are dependent on each other. And our Indian economy, we say it is a developing economy, and mostly people mostly are based on primary sector, but now people are shifting from primary to secondary and tertiary sector. लोग एग्रीकल्चर को छोड़कर, वो एरिया को छोड़कर, दे आर मूविंग टुवर्ड्स सेकेंडरी एंड टर्शियरी सेक्टर. ओके, नाउ वी विल मूव टू द नेक्स्ट टॉपिक, दैट इज okay. Now next topic I will cover up in the next video, because it's again a big topic. You go through full page number 122 and just see if you have understood everything. This economic and non-economic comes in 2 parts. Again, structure of Indian economy can come in 3 marks question. Okay, thank you children. Have a nice day.